Back with Sidekicks, Matthew Mountford and Francis Stevens with us. It is time to rank them. The sectional draw comes out on Sunday night. Like Family Feud, top 5 answers on the board. If you had to rank them right now on this Wednesday night, let's start with boys. Francis, who do you got?
Well, right now, Perrysburg obviously is the #1 seed. You know, obviously they're number 6 in the state after this week's OSSCA poll. Next week will be the final poll. Doesn't really matter about anything else like that, but they've done a lot of work, the necessary work since that early season loss to St. Francis. 2 and 3 can be really interesting. It could either go St. John's Jesuit or St. Francis or St. Francis or St. John's. St. John's is going to have a tough next couple games. They still have to play Perrysburg next week to close the regular season out. But right now, you probably got to get the edge to St. John's a little bit. It has some really good results. 4 and 5 are going to be the question marks because you probably have a team like Anthony Wayne, who for Brian Billings is probably the worst record he's had in a very long time. And then you still have Bowling Green and Springfield there. Now, the big integral piece for that is this: Bowling Green and Springfield do play next week, but they're on the bracket on Sunday at 3 o'clock. That game's kind of a wash. In my mind, I would probably go Perrysburg, St. John's, St. Francis, Bowling Green, Springfield.
We don't have any of the Family Feud sound effects, but did that all sound good to you?
It did, yeah, I agree. I agree for sure, especially with how the season's shaping up. And you know, St. John's and St. Francis is a tough one because, I mean, they played each other and you couldn't separate them. So across the season, same thing. It's going to be tough.
What about the girls?
Girls side, obviously, clearing away winners. Perrysburg, #1, top seed. Record speaks for itself. They've played, you know, good team, good schedule. They've done really well collectively over the course of the year as well. 2 and 3, if you remember previous segments, I've said, don't count out Coach Williams just yet. Anthony Wayne are quite young and kind of more inexperienced than probably previous years. Don't count them out. They know how to get the job done, and they've proven that over consistent periods now this year. I think Notre Dame goes 3, and then I'm going to leave it over to Francis for 4 and 5 and see what he thinks.
You probably have to say maybe St. Ursula, but Northview's going to have a little bit of an argument because Northview knocked them off 1-0. At the end of the day, is this: you want to be 1 or you want to be 5? Because 1 and 5, that's the best of both worlds. 2, 3, and 4, you kind of got to follow some things a little bit. But the good part about this, you can go on either side of the bracket. In high school, you get to pick and choose where you want to go and who you want to run from, who you want to play.
And there's still so much to play for before the postseason, too. Like if you take the NLL on the boys' side, the Cardinal division still up for grabs between Bowling Green and Springfield. They play next Tuesday.
The biggest thing right now for this Bowling Green side is they're playing for their first league championship as well. Springfield has that opportunity as well next Tuesday. But I really like this Bowling Green team. I think they're a 3-headed monster up front with Meeks and also Luca Brenninger, and also Grant Sonner. A lot of pace, physicality. They can really do a lot of things. They like to play the game between the lines. That's what I really like about what Josh Fox has done with this team. Springfield, on the other hand, they got some guys as well. They defend really well. I like Aiden Sloan. He's a big body, very physical, likes to really get downhill, run at you. Yeah, they got 5 ties.
Yep.
Okay, who cares? They got 5 ties. We just talked about that earlier. But sometimes it's about the quality of the tie as well. I think it's going to be a phenomenal matchup down there and can't wait to see it.
It'll be fun to see how this all shakes out next week. Time to bring your best with the postseason coming up. And these two, Matthew Mountford, Executive Director for Pacesetter, and Francis Stevens, our BCSN analyst, always bring their best. Thank you guys for joining us here in studio.
Thank you.
Thank you.